No, I'll never forget discovering Myth, the Fallen Lord. It's a long time ago. Now it's frightening how so much time has gone by. But I remember it really as though it was yesterday. It must have been around 1996, late 1996. My mate had a PC magazine and it had a CD on the front of it. And back then, that's how you found out information about future games. It was magazines and CDs. We didn't have the internet in our homes. Anyway, he lent me this CD, which had a couple of demos for games on it. And it also had something else. A couple of screenshots for these new games coming out. There were a couple of interesting games that were in development at the time. And they indeed caught my eye. 3 games. Lands of Lore 2, Ultima Online, and Myth, the Fallen Lords. Oh, I remember it. It looked amazing. I remember thinking, I've got to get this game when it comes out, and I can remember worrying, will my computer be powerful enough to play it? And it was powerful enough, and I got the game going, and it was great. Better than that, in fact. It really is. I think it's great to look at even today. Gory and nasty, but, lots of gore to be had. Horrible teenager that I was back then, that appealed to me. And blowing things up, there's a lot of that to be done in Myth for sure. There was nothing else like it out there on the computer. This physics engine, this game was unique. There's something about Myth. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a bit of nostalgia, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is pure nostalgia. I do genuinely like the game. I've got an old computer with it all set up and ready to go. And I've downloaded new maps that the very talented users out there, Myth fans have created. I've downloaded new maps, solo adventures. I've enjoyed them. I've downloaded a new texture pack to make the maps look prettier. It's a nice game. I love the physics engine. It's a shame that more people don't play this game. It's not very well remembered. Myth is not a well remembered game. It slipped through the cracks of time, I feel. And I've seen a few YouTubers out there that still play the game, and it's really nice to see. But I just love the game. I love the look of it. I like the idea of it. I like the different characters. I like the different units. I like the warriors, the dwarves. I like the different vile creatures that serve the dark. The horrible monsters you have to fight. The dwarfs blowing them up all over the place. The archers apologizing when they stick an arrow in one of their own comrades. The game was very atmospheric. I feel there's a charm to it. There was so much detail in the maps, the sound effects. There was so much atmosphere in each map, and the music for the game that played during the story. I love the story of Myth in the main campaign. Really was very nice, very somber, very serious, very sad. Made you think. The last stragglers of humanity fighting against the forces of the undead. Ah, yes. And the music that used to play in the background, hauntingly beautiful. I wish this game had been expanded upon. It would be nice to have another Myth game in the style of classic Myth, the Fallen Lords. But maybe you could build a base and generate soldiers, something like that. To give you an example of what I'm talking about, in case you've never played Myth, on the battlefields of Myth, unlike other strategy games, you are given a select amount of soldiers right from the start. Sometimes you receive reinforcements later on in the battle, but right from the outset, you have to make do with the soldiers that you are given. You have to utilize the handful of units that you're given in the wake of the forces of the dark, who are going to attack you with goodness knows what, sometimes hordes and hordes of creatures. I just think it would be nice to be able to build a base and generate soldiers. I know there might be some hardcore Myth fans that might argue against that. The magic of Myth is creating a strategy with what units you have. And I get that, I understand that, but maybe it's something you could add in, fix into the game, fix out if you don't want it. Just an idea I'm throwing out there. It's a shame more people don't play this game, but I still love it, and that's why I made this video. I just wanted to get my voice out there. Myth. If you've never heard of it, try and get your hands on it. You might even enjoy it. Okay, that's all I've got to say. Thank you for watching. And good luck out there.
You